Codie Sanchez gave me the formula for business growth. My name is Jose Muñiz. If you're new to the channel, thank you for tuning in. I am a small business owner of an SMMA, which is a social media marketing agency. Been doing it now for 3 years, where we generate $45,000 yearly. So this video actually comes from a live conference I went to, hosted by Think Media with Sean Cannell, where he brought on Codie Sanchez, Dave Ramsey, a bunch of other people, great people. But the one that really stood out to me was Codie Sanchez's conference, and what she had absolutely blew my mind. So without further ado, let's dive into it. She started off with the Spark Content Formula. What this is, it's a 4-part segment formula. Number 1, get specific to go general. So what that means is, if you're making content, if you're catering to an audience with your business, if you're trying to get a specific type of customer, focus on that specific type of people group. Don't just make general content. Don't just make your product to be general. If you really want to grow your business, first get very specific, and then you're able to go general once you keep on growing. Number 2, always show up. And the way she described this was input versus output, meaning the more you give in, and the more you put in, the more you will get out, or the more you will receive from it. It's really just like a law of human nature. Number 3, relieve pain points. So whether it's through your content or through your business or through your product or service, the people that you're reaching from point number 1, that specific people group, they have pain points. So if I'm a fitness trainer, I want the pain point of my people group, who are maybe like 45-year-old dads, to be, hey, I know you're busy with your kids. I know they have you staying up all night and it doesn't give you time to work out. I have a solution. So what you want to be is the opposite of a painkiller or a pain reliever. You want to actually like attack their pain points and then solve them. Don't just give them the easy way out. Number 4 is you want to keep repackaging. Same thing with content, with business, whatever it is. If you have really good stuff, wait a couple months and then bring it back up to the surface, because if it was really good then and it worked then, if you give it enough time to marinate, it'll probably be good again. So next she dived into something called contrarian thinking. So this was a new term for me too, and I'm pretty sure her business has something to do with the name contrarian in it. So what contrarian thinking is, it's 3 segments. Number 1, it's to think independently, to have a brain of your own, and when other people give you advice, yes, take it, but take it with a grain of salt, because you also know your beliefs and what you see to be true. Number 2, question much, even your own thoughts. So sometimes our thoughts aren't really the right thoughts, or the thoughts that should be held to be true. So it just means to question, to make sure to find the proof and validity and truth in everything that other people say, but also that you say in your brain. Number 3, make your own path if needed. A lot of people say to follow the path of the greats and to take after those ahead of you, which is completely true, and honestly like 90% of the time true. But for that 10% where you have to make your own path if needed, that's where this plays a part. Number 3, earn more to get out of debt, not save more. But she also prefaced it by saying that there are times where you obviously need to save, because if you save long enough, then you're able to start earning more, and then saving doesn't really hold a part in that. So earn more to get out of debt. And her whole point with that was more of a mentality, meaning instead of just saving more, if you switch your mentality to I need to earn more, then it'll start kind of increasing your income and your wealth. And she followed that by something called ignorance debt. We all have ignorance debt to pay off. So she gave the example of, she asked someone in the crowd, hey, how much do you make? And they said, I make $50,000 a year. Then she said, she drew on her whiteboard, she said, you have $950,000 in ignorance debt to pay off by not knowing how to make $1 million a year. So however much we all make a year, we have that minus $1 million, if it's not $1 million yet, in ignorance debt to pay off, meaning we just don't know how to make that $950,000 like the lady doesn't know how to make. So that just means learn more. And what that means also, leading into the next point, is we have to evolve into the 1500-year-old version of ourselves, meaning we have to daily look into like kind of the future and see, okay, the dilemmas that I'm currently facing, the problems that I'm currently facing, what will Josue of 1,500 and something years, what will he have said about this? What would he have done about this situation, or how would he have grown the business during this time, right? So look ahead. Don't just see yourself as the wisest version of you, but there is a wiser version of you waiting for you to tap into. And lastly but not leastly, curiosity beats intelligence every time. And she gave the statistic that the richest people in the world are actually not the most intelligent, but the most curious. So take that as you will.